Okay, today I'm fashionably late today. Fashionably late. Anyhow, as usual, just take a quick look at the disclaimer for those of you tuning in on YouTube. Remember that day trading is risky, okay? Short disclaimer today, as we're going to just jump straight into the scans. ATNF had a nice move yesterday. And by the way, after the CPI report, it's looking like maybe we can see some lower inflation here soon into September, maybe. So maybe maybe small caps can have a good reaction to this over time. I think it's gonna be a good thing. So hopefully today we're also gonna see some action with ATNF moving up like it did. Hopefully this is a sign to see some more consistent and strong momentum. I'd hope. So, I mean, the move that happened at 4 a.m. and a little bit after hours. So hopefully there's something for today. Of course, yesterday after we got stopped out at $6, if you guys can recall, the stock was around, I believe, 680s. Yeah, 680s sold off down to 6. I got stopped out in this pullback and then this thing went right without me, right? Brutal. And it took a while for it to get going and not until 12 p.m. So for the people who stick around till 4, they would have saw this move. If you're gone at like 11:30, there's no way you're catching this. But it went up nicely. It did give a massive pullback at some point here, and yeah, up and up from there. So hopefully we can see something today. If not this stock, something else. On our scans, there's MNTS, which is up 68%. I can check this one out here. I'm pretty late, so I gotta be quick here. MNTS. This is one that we've looked at before in the past. High point is at 195. This looks pretty healthy, looks pretty good. Strong pre-market move starting around 8 a.m. Will it be able to continue up to 250 and perhaps $3 after the opening bell? I'm looking forward to the action here on this one. Looks pretty good. I think this will be my main stock. BSLK, how's that one looking? Not as good, but moved up a little bit. Lows were around 312. We had highs at like 430. Since then, it's pulled back a bit. BSLK. I'm going to take a look at the daily chart here quickly. Nothing special. And potential resistance at 438 and 474. SPNS. I'll also keep an eye. So I'll keep an eye on MNTS as my main stock. ATNF continuation. And the others will kind of see if they pop up as we go. So keeping it simple, just one main stock, and then I'm going to go from there. We got a couple seconds. Let's trade smart. Let's be disciplined. Let's look for those setups and patterns that we know and love. ATNF up about $1 a share here. The VWAP though is at 1537. MNTS so far coming down, not quite holding up. Still early though, we could see a red to green. I'm long in ATNF, small position. Can we see 40? There's 40. Small scalp, just a couple bucks. And MNTS, by the way, there's that red to green. Of course, opportunity is going to cost, though. 73 to 86. Not too bad. Pre-market highs are at 95, so it's pretty close to the pre-market highs. There's 98. There's 98. It's moving up quickly. And that was a quick push. So switching back to MNTS. Can we get over 2? 95 was that line in the sand, so if we can hold over 95, perhaps it keeps going. There's 203. And that was 99 to 92. Not bad. So again, I'm looking at something else. I'm now coming over to it. I'm asking myself right here, what's a good entry, right? From 73 to $2, will we see something here for the past store to get in? It's at 2, and maybe it could keep going, but it's a little risky buying this high. There's 206. We got a high of 206. And I'm being patient here. Don't want to chase the highs. But our first 5-minute candle sure is bullish. Very healthy candlestick off that red to green. Oh, 1. 12. 14. 15. See, again, I'm not in. It's just, it's just kind of going. Maybe I need to be more aggressive and just chase the highs, maybe. Take the breakout. I'm watching it go by like a deadline here. Not good. It's the thing, like in a hot market, I'd just be buying anything because, like, in terms of like a high of day break, but it's slower. I'm like trying to be more patient for the pullbacks. And the pullbacks nowhere to be seen. I'm going to take a starter here just to see if it holds tight. Maybe that's how this one's going to move, which means when a red candle probably comes, it's probably done. if it moves like this. All right, let's see. If it keeps going to like, 230 without a red candle, then when the red candle comes, probably it's gonna be it. Oh. Tight stops. Can we get through 15 and 20? Highs are at 18. Well, we actually had a red candle there, looking back at the 1 minute chart. Let's hope it doesn't Christmas tree. Can we hold up? So the pullback is having some issues here, man. Can we hold up, or is this just Christmas tree? I took so many losses going down that I didn't want to take more size, so I'm in with a small position. We're at $40 or $80, I think, something like that on this one. Right now, I'm diamond hand, still holding, waiting, watching with a small position. I don't like that we didn't hold above 03 there. Can we try again? Can we hold above 203 and then retest 218 eventually? Okay, it's up to 09. Not bad. Oh, is that low? 98? Well, I'm gonna aim for the breakout here. Can it continue? Bro. It's slow. It looks like it's gonna continue. It's just gonna be slow. Not the best fills. Can we sustain the current range? We got that push from 209 to 225, and since then we've been kind of sideways again. Just it seems like the type of stock where you got to take massive size and just hold. I could do that, but it's not what I would want to do, right? I want to see quick breakouts in a short time frame. Do I really want to be taking on 5-10,000 share positions? Not that that size is like big or too big or anything like that, but we're taking it slow, and it's like, we're kind of in a trader rehab again here after some red days. And trying to get something that can fit the style. But these are all stocks where it's like holding longer, waiting. We'll play like a bit of a flex roll here and do something in the middle. So I'm gonna take on a little bit more size, but not too much. See if we can continue to hold and get the next move. I'll try this next breakout here too. If we can see a nice breakout. Like right there, can we get through? It's stuffed and then it goes. Trying it again. It's like not the cleanest. Oh, lovely. You know what happened right there? I took too long to look at my 5-minute chart. It looks like it's still holding though. We got a new low, but it's still holding. I stopped out at the low of that freaking candlestick, man. Come on. That's why I think I added too early there. So the starter came at like 19, 20, and then I needed to give it a little bit more time though. ATNF is also moving. So right now we're still in the same consolidation, right? Again, we broke out over 208, 205. We got up to 215, 220, 225 area. And we're still here after like 5-10 minutes. Is it holding? What? What? That's madness. ATNF is pushed up a little bit. Okay, smaller size. Or like grinding down lower and not really getting to make new highs. The next 5 minute candle is still about 3 minutes away. Can we get over 23? We've had lows, we've had new lows. Will we see a new high at any time? Or is this just going to sell off? Do I even want to take this setup? I don't know. If it consolidates down there, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I opt not to take this setup. It's, of course, bouncing up. Although it didn't really linger, though. It was a bit of a one and done bounce. We'll see if the early pullback is any good. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to hit the thumbs up. BSLK, is it worth it? We're still getting a downtrend in this, consolidation slash flag for MNTS. We haven't really been able to get an uptrend or a high really. Are we on to something here? Can we get over 15, 20? Yeah, not the ad I'm looking for. Jeez Louise. We got up to 18 there. I'm watching at VSLK. Oh my gosh, man. Bro. I can't get to trade a good dip to save my life. Time. Bro, literally every area I'm taking is like it's just going down. I gotta just start at this rate. I might as well just start going short in these trades right here on VLSK. Bro, come on. We break over 24 with that seller. I take an entry there again and add. It's back down to a new low in the consolidation. Only to curl right back up. Ay, ay, ay. Reclaims haven't been working. Will it work here? And it's a bro. Mm-mm-mm. Bro, I'm going back to rehab size, man. Down 450 again. 2 days in a row. I saw this thing at like 94. Couldn't make anything on the way up to 440. And then just losing in the consolidation. Down 250 on the stock. How are you guys doing in the chat room and on the YouTube stream? Yeah, I mean, it was a good call to switch away from MNTS because it was just trending downwards in this channel here. And then now BLSK can't get anything out of it. think part of the issue that I have is just like, I see this thing at 394 and I don't have the confidence to just say, I'm just jumping in with a stop, right? Like I'll just jump in and put like a stop in place to just see what it does. So I'm like waiting for maybe a pullback again, or break of 4 could be a good place to buy. But if we're seeing sellers and I'm out a little too soon, not holding long enough through the move, then the entry's gone. And then you miss the 10-12% move up to 40. Because I sold at like 402 after there was like a big wall right there. GBIO. Whilst it is curling up, it's like the pattern kind of sucks now because of this massive topping wick on the 5. Short sellers probably going to bring this back down. We'll see. As the SPY is making new highs. I'm speechless here, man. This market, I've never seen a market this slow in my life. I've never seen a market this slow in my life. Well, I guess I've seen it. I've seen it. I guess I've seen it slower, but those times before 2020, 2019 was a different era of trading. For this new arrow, this is the slowest. Is it worth watching the 5-minute candle to make a new high? BSLK. Let me check on the chat here. What? I haven't really looked back at ATNF yet. I also haven't traded pre-market in the last like 2 weeks. Tomorrow we'll see if there's any action. MNTS at least had a good pre-market. The 5-minute candle to make a new high over 404. Most random nonsense ever there. Like, how could you anticipate that move happening? Ah, man. What I'm realizing here is that it doesn't really seem volatile after that move. It's kind of back to normal, like grind. There's some more volume here at 60. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. It's twice. 670s for resistance. Been holding tightly so far since his last push. No real pullback. Ay, 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 ay. Well, I cannot read this price action at all. Cannot read this price action to save my life. And damn, boy, these fills are not what I need. I'm getting cooked on the fills. So a winner of like 5 cents, of like 2 cents, 3 cents. And then a loss of like 6 cents. Oh man. Wow. Couldn't do nothing with that whole move. Ay, ay, ay. Big Steve. I'm watching and waiting for this thing to. The breakout there is no bueno. It's a little slower. It might take off again. Mother lover, man. It's like I have to take like 4 trades to make $100. Then I lose $100 in one trade. That's that's supposed to be a scratch trade too. Oh boy, not good. No bueno. Not. Well, I've made new lows somehow, so throwing in the towel. I don't know. Even on the way up, I couldn't get into any good rhythm, so it just the whole thing just felt weird. This whole thing felt weird, man. Now red $600 on the day. Brutal, brutal for a day like this. Brutal. Brutalization. Bro, even how the first move happened, like just a dead stock just takes off 60 cents. Yo, holy shit. The Pastor taking on some losses here. Ah, man. I think um a little too much of a bias as well on my side. I don't know, like after this move was so massive, it's like I just couldn't trust this area here. I just couldn't buy this dip with any size. I had this one at 88. I sold it like 94. In at 88 right here, out at 94. Because we were in the range for so long, I'm thinking just taking a couple cents is going to make sense. And then it goes all the way up. This was 1027. Let's see. Actually, did we even catch it? Hold up. I probably did. I thought I caught it. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't catch it. I thought I caught it. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, this is at 33 though. Okay, yeah. I was looking at the wrong time. Yeah, this is at 33. So I had a 89 entry. I'm out at 91, 92. Terrible trade. And I got a not so good fill hitting the bid there, and the spreads were a little wider. Disaster. Any of you guys got a good chunk out of that? Nope, my cap locks are on. My cap locks are on, but should be good there. Sometimes we can have those typos in there, right? Big Steve, we need someone. Hopefully, someone from the chat got some good moves. The dash as well, hopefully. Bro, that was crazy, man. I don't care if it goes back up for a new high. I'm throwing in the white flag. Throwing in the white flag. For the people who posted early in the chat room, looks like most people kept it tight. Others small green. No one is deep red though, which is good. Yeah. Bro, the moment I come out of Trader Rehab, there's like depths. We go down 5K, we make back 5K, Trader Rehab. We make back the losses. And then finally, time to exit Trader Rehab. And then depths is waiting for us. And now we're down at least 1600 again since coming out of Trader Rehab. Twice already, twice. What time is it? 11? Okay. All right. So for those of you who will go the distance till 4 p.m., continue to be disciplined. Continue to be patient. The pastor waving the white flag here. Red $600. And shutting it down. I'll call it a max loss day actually. So I'm not going to FOMO into this thing here. Pastor is out like South. We are donezo. Catch you guys tomorrow morning. I think I'll trade some pre-market action just to see if it's any good now. It's been slow, but maybe we're seeing a little bit more action. So I'll probably start a live stream around like 7:30 market time. But I'm out like South.